Burrow and the boys, they got their man. Time to chase down a Super Bowl.
That my best friend, she a real bad bitch, got her own money. She don't need no nigga on the dance floor. She had 2-3 drinks, now she twerking. She throw it out and come back in.
That's my best friend, she a real bad bitch, drive her own car. She don't need no lift in a strip club. No, my girl gon' tip, now she twerking. She throw it out and come back in. Best friend, you my motherfucking soulmate.
Oh, what is up, Bengals fam? It's your boy Mike coming back at you with another Who Daily. Big time excitement on the channel. I'm gonna miss all that hate. All that hate. I'm missing it. I don't care about the dudes on Twitter, the washed up quarterbacks with their Twitter feeds seeking clout. I don't give a shit. Penei Sewell is not a Bengal. It's Jamar Chase, and we should all be fucking pumped about that. First F-bomb of the channel. It's appropriate. I could go through all the reasons why I'm excited about this, but I got plenty of videos talking about all that, okay? Go watch them. This is wide receiver one, and it has been for me. I don't care what the draft experts say, the Slim Reaper. Yeah, if Devontae Smith was bigger than like a middle school track runner, he would be my wide receiver one. He's not. Jamar Chase is. Not only that, the dude put up like 28 bench press reps. He's going to throw corners off of him like crazy. Love it. I love what he does for that Bengals offense. Like I've been saying, and like lots of people on Bengals Twitter have been saying, guess what? Today, they're going to do 2 more rounds. That means 2 more chances for the Bengals to pick offensive linemen. For an offensive line that isn't nearly as bad as everyone makes it out to be, there was one terrible play. Joe Burrow holds on to the ball a long time. That's the kind of quarterback he is. We all knew that. We all knew that if you had some health issues along the offensive line, there was the chance he's going to get hurt. But that's all in the past, baby. I'm looking to the future. What I got pulled up for you right now is the PFF mock draft simulator, which is really cool because right now they're basically live updating their mock draft simulator with the live picks, so you can start at the second round. Go check it out. It's really cool. But what I wanted to do was make these first few picks ahead of the Bengals kind of manually to see what it looks like maybe for how the draft's going to fall. But no matter what happens, there aren't enough picks ahead of them to take all of the top offensive linemen off the board. There are going to be some really, really good players here. So let's get after it. Right now, I think the Jaguars picking at 33. I think they're going to take Trayvon Moehrig. They have a need at safety. Their secondary is not very good. Trayvon Moehrig's probably the best safety in the draft. He's going, right? And so the Jets, let's see, what did the Jets do? They took Elijah Vera Tucker along with Zach Wilson, right? So because they took Elijah Vera Tucker, guys, they're probably not looking to add another offensive lineman here. They have a need at corner. They have a need at edge. I think they go Asante Samuel here because Asante Samuel is my number 3 corner, I think, on the big board. The way this is falling, not many people need right ahead of the Bengals. The only thing I'm afraid of, guys, is somebody like the Steelers, because they do this shit all the time, trading up above the Bengals here with maybe the Falcons right here, maybe the Dolphins right here. You know how much they love to move around and trade their draft picks. I'm afraid somebody jumping ahead of the Bengals. They need to keep their eye out on that. Make sure that they don't get jumped and and somebody taking the guys that they need. So now you got the Falcons. What they did in the first round, the Falcons took Kyle Pitts. Oh, I'm an idiot. Kyle Pitts. Duh. So they took Kyle Pitts. Their needs: edge, corner, safety. I think right here you may see an offensive lineman go, but Azeez Ojulari, I think, is the most finished product of an edge rusher in this class. Yeah, let's go Azeez Ojulari. I think that they'll go edge. I think they'll go defense. Just in general, I think that their defense was bad last year, and they just need defense. Now you got the Dolphins on the clock. What are they going to do? I had like 15 picks in the first round. They took Jalen Waddle with their 6th pick. Picked Jalen Phillips as well. So they went edge. They went wide receiver. Edge, probably they really need to go offensive line here, but man, if Christian Barmore's sitting here, you can see his average draft position for PFF is 21, and he's their 12th ranked player. I'm gonna say, man, man, oh man. I think they'll have Christian Barmore rated ahead of any of these offensive linemen that are available, so I'm going to go ahead and go him. This is the thing, man. I don't think that any of this is out of whack. Like, people will, this could very much be the moves. Let's see. The Eagles, they took Devontae Smith, right? With that 10 pick. So the wide receivers also where they need linebacker and corner. Best player available if you went BPA right here, if they need linebackers. And here's the thing about the Eagles kind of never pick first-round linebackers, and that trend has continued this year. Actually, I think that they have, under the current ownership of this team, have never picked a first-round linebacker. But that shows up when you watch them play. Their linebackers are trash. So I think they try to shore that up here and go Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, who's the number 19th ranked player on the PFF big board. You can see he put up 79.7. He's a hyper athletic. He's kind of built like a big safety, a big strong safety, but just an extremely smooth play reader. He's always in the right place and really, really good tackle, really strong tackler. I think they need a leader on their defense. I'm going to go Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Now the Bengals are on the clock, man, and look, this is the dream. Right? No linemen, no offensive tackles get taken ahead of them. Nobody trades up ahead to grab one. And if it falls like this, if it's me, if I'm Duke Tobin, if I'm Frank Pollock, I won't second guess their pick here because they have Frank Pollock, and you shouldn't either. If they end up taking a tackle that you have ranked, like for example, I'm not huge on Walker Little for several reasons. I know that he was the most highly recruited offensive tackle in Stanford history. I know he's hyper crazy athletic, put up a ridiculous RAS score. The dude hasn't played in like 2 years. I think the Bengals really need someone who can come in and play if they win the job. And I'm not sure that Walker Little is that move, right? The Bengals definitely should go tackle here, though, because you can look. The only other options I think that you might see them do. Boogie Basham is a really good edge player. And they kind of have a need there for edge. They don't have a need for a starter at edge. They have a need for depth at edge for sure. Also, if you're not looking tackle, possibly Ronnie Perkins or Landon Dickerson if they have cleared him medically. To me, Landon Dickerson is a future Pro Bowl center, maybe sooner than later. Same thing for me with Tevin Jenkins. Look at this guy. I don't know why he's moving down boards. Maybe it's the Big 12 thing. I don't know. But 6'6", 320. He put up an incredible athletic testing RAS score. He put up a 92.0 score last year in the COVID-shortened season in 2019 and 85.7 in a full season. Give up 0 sacks over the last 2 seasons. 0. That's the same amount that Penei Sewell gave up over the last 2 seasons. Grown man strength. If you ever watched him play, dude, he finishes. He's nasty. He's mean. He's got this baby face. He just looks like a real nice dude. He looks like a guy that might sell you home insurance or something. Just a real look, But man, you get him on a football field and put pads on him, and he is just mauling people, running them over. And another great thing Tevin Jenkins does for this team, if the Bengals take him, and they're going to, man. That's what I'm doing. I'm taking Tevin Jenkins. To me, this is the dream scenario. If you've been watching the channel, if you've been following me for any amount of time at all, and seen my mock drafts, I do mock drafts on Fridays on the channel. No more, though. None more till next year. And I promise I won't do like way too early mock draft in the middle of the season. I'm not going to do that. But if you've been following the channel, been following mock drafts, I've been saying for months, maybe not months, weeks. I give myself too much credit. I've been saying for weeks that the dream scenario, if I'm the Bengals, is Jamar Chase at 5, Tevin Jenkins somehow slides to 38. How many times, if you're a regular on the channel, how many times have you heard me say that? And I am big giddy about it happening for real. This is going to be a big time get. And the thing is, even if it's not Tevin Jenkins, they're still looking at Walker Little, Dylan Radins. They could still go Sam Cosmi's another just elite athlete who probably plays guard in the NFL to start out. But definitely has that future transition. So if you wanted to play Riley Reif at right tackle this year, the thing about Tevin Jenkins is he is a pure plug and play right now right tackle. Put him at right tackle, move Riley Reif to guard, no big deal. Sam Cosmi would probably be the opposite. He'd probably play right guard, and kick out next year if they don't bring Riley Reef back. It could also go Landon Dickerson here. You know what? Quinn Meinerz and Creed Humphrey will probably be available in round 3 if they want to double up, if they want to get center, if they want to go center in round 3. This would be a big deal for the Bengals, I think. This would be a win. Actually, I would say that, you know, if these were the first 2 picks, I would almost say regardless of what else happens the rest of the draft, this is a win draft for me because those 2 dudes are studs. I think the happiest dude that would be the happiest about this is the guy that was the happiest, like the most visibly happy and kind of publicly happy last night about Jamar Chase, Joe Mixon. Did you see him gassing up Jamar Chase? He loves it. And rightfully so. That skill group is crazy now. So if you add, with the pick number 38, a guy like Tevin Jenkins, who Joe Mixon could just run behind every play and just maul people. That's the kind of runner Joe Mixon is. That's what he wants to do. Everyone needs to be happy about this, and I'm tired of people just look. This is a channel of positivity. This is a positive Bengals channel, and if you think that any of these guys, Elijah Moore, if you think Rondale Moore, maybe Rondale, I like Rondale Moore, but if you think any of these guys are approaching what Jamar Chase is, I need some of that stuff you're taking, because if you're watching the tape, it ain't the same. But if you watch the tape of Tevin Jenkins, I'm telling you, he has less flaws that are visible on tape, I think, than Penei Sewell. I'm not saying he's better or going to be better than Penei Sewell. I'm saying that he is a more starter-ready prospect right now. You guys get pumped. But hey, I'm not going to take up too much more of your time. We got drafts today. We got rounds 2 and 3 coming. Round 3 is going to be, I'm not going to project that far out because so many weird things happened in the round 1 of last night that I'm not going to, for example, Peyton. I didn't expect Peyton Turner to be taken. I didn't expect Najee Harris to go in the first round. I didn't expect Jamin Davis for sure. Was crazy to me. Alex Leatherwood, I think, went too high. On my board and on a lot of boards I've seen, I have Tevin Jenkins and Sam Cosmi ahead of Alex Leatherwood. But, that is what it is. I'm not surprised. Zaven Collins is another one. Like, just some crazy stuff happening, man. But that's why I've been telling you guys, warning you. That's why I do so many mock drafts. That's why I warn everybody, look, if you think a player is going to be there, like, you've never watched or experienced an NFL draft before, the NFL teams don't listen to their fans and don't listen to armchair pundits and guys that watch ESPN all day and then think that they're draft experts. They don't do that. They do their own research and they pick players based on what they think about them. And, if you don't like what your team does, that's on you, man. That's not on them. So, look, I'm going to leave it with that. I'm going to see you guys again tomorrow for another recap of day 2. And maybe looking into day 3, what they could be looking at. But get hyped because the stripes are coming for you guys. I've been Mike. This has been Who Daily. See ya.